Hi, this is Jake Bautista from MetroGuide Realty, and today we're touring this brand new modern 6-bedroom house and lot for sale located here in Quezon City, Metro Manila. This property has a total floor area of 920 square meters across 3 levels on a 410 square meter lot. It also has a striking modern facade. Now join us as we begin this tour. Let's tour your carport area, which can fit about 6 vehicles. Almost completely covered. And in terms of the size of the vehicles that can fit here, you can fit about 6 sedans or mid-sized vehicles. But if you have the really large vehicles here, this can fit about 4 cars. So this is good for 4 to 6 vehicles. You have access here towards your staff area as well. And on this side, you have access to walk all around the house. You also have an automated gate as well. And let's head on over towards your main entry. Let's go. Now, welcome to your beautiful home. You have a hallway space leading towards your grand living area, which faces the morning sun. This area is quite cool in the afternoon because sunset is already on the other side of the property. You have all this natural light, and you can imagine having a large living room set right here. Here's another vantage point. So you can see the second floor family hallway as well. And now from here, let's take a quick look at one of the amenities of the property, your covered lanai and swimming pool area. Now this area is completely covered, and the feel of the space is so private because you have a high perimeter wall here at the back of the house, and this space is large enough to have a table and multiple chairs where you can entertain family and friends. And you can also access the side of the house here through this tiled area leading all the way to the front of the house. You also have an outdoor shower head here as well, so that you can have a quick bath as you go in and out of the pool as well. You also have a water feature for the pool area, and this gives a relaxing and soothing feel here as you lounge in your lanai space. Let's head on in. From this vantage point, you can further appreciate the size of your main amenity area. And on this side, you have your dining space, which is defined by the cove lighting for the ceiling here. You also have split-type air conditioning units as well for the rooms of this property and the amenity areas. Your dining area can easily fit a table for 6 to 8 people, or even a round table as well. And now let's take a look at your modern and spacious kitchen. You have a large island countertop. You have storage here. You have your sink space on this side. You have a lot of natural light care of these windows, so you even have a view of your lanai and swimming pool area while you're preparing meals here. You can imagine entertaining family and friends and then having a view of your main living area and dining space. You have La Germania branded appliances already included, such as a microwave, oven, range hood, cooktop. And on top of that, you have another kitchen here, your auxiliary kitchen, which has a heavy-duty 5-burner cooktop here and oven as well. So you can do the heavy cooking here, have the other area as a show kitchen for light cooking because you have an induction cooktop there, and you have fast access here for your staff room. And then your staff room also has its own bathroom here. And then let's quickly explore the side of the house from this door. So on this side, you have covered outlets because you can potentially have your laundry area on this side. And then you have your driver's room right here. Which has direct access towards the parking area, and it also has its own bathroom as well. Okay? And you can walk all around the house here towards the swimming pool. Okay? So just giving you an orientation as we go around the property. So let's head on in. Back through your auxiliary kitchen, your modern kitchen, main showcase area, and of course you have your elevator right here, giving you access to all 3 levels of the property. So this is already future-proof. And then you also have lights which can potentially be automated as well. So you have smart switches. And then let's head on back here. In this area, upon entering the house, you have a display area here. And then you have your first bedroom. Now, one of the things that I love about this property is the engineered wood for the rooms. It has such a warm color, and it also matches well with the baseboards and the natural wood doors of the bedrooms. And as I mentioned before, every room already has a split-type air conditioning unit for the bedrooms. Now, this is a multi-purpose room. It's counted as one of the 6 bedrooms, but you can make this a nice home office, so you have immediate access from the parking area. And then you have a powder room here, which doubles as the bathroom of the first room. If you want greater privacy, you can potentially put a wall here so that the occupant can go in and out of the bathroom without being seen from the hallway. Another great touch are these 3 windows giving you a view of your parking area. It maximizes light and is also a nice touch so that you can see your vehicles as you move through the hallway. Okay, so we've concluded the ground floor tour, and now let's head on up towards the 2nd level. Let's go. You have easy to climb steps here, natural wood for the railing, large windows for the staircase, so you have all that ambient natural light going through both the ground level and 2nd level hallway. Here we are at the 2nd floor. Welcome to the 2nd level. And let's immediately begin with your primary bedroom, which is right here. Now, this is the most spacious room in the house. You can have your king-size bed here. The orientation is designed to be the bed on this side and then your television console could be here on the other side, your media cabinetry. And then you could potentially have a couch here on the other side. And I also want to mention, you have quality PVC windows for the property. They're very sturdy, and even the screens are very thick. And this is excellent, especially if you have pets in the house. And now let's take a look here at your balcony space for your primary bedroom. Now this is quite a spacious balcony because it runs the entire length of the front facade of the property. And there's even an outdoor outlet here. So if you want to have a small table and chair here and just get some work done on a small desk, that's possible. Let's head on in. And then right here, you have your master walk-in closet space. I was very pleasantly surprised because of the size of the space. And it's great to have this large window here because it doesn't even feel like a closet at all. It feels like a room. And it's very easy to put a rolling blind here for additional privacy. So no worries about that. But you have all this storage space. You have a dresser space here on the other side. And the room is large enough that it has its own split type air conditioning unit already. And from here, you have your master bathroom. And I also want to add that for the sinks here and the faucets, you have Duravit and Hans Grohe branded fixtures. And for the lighted mirrors, you can have a warm light setting or even a white light setting as well. And for convenience, you have a urinal. And of course, here on the other side, to just lounge and relax, you have your freestanding bathtub. And then I love this design aspect of having this large clerestory window here, giving you plenty of natural light, but at the same time, you have all that privacy because of the height. And it also adds to the beauty of the facade of the property. Now let's head on over to explore the other bedrooms. Now, before we take a look at the other bedrooms, you have a door here immediately upon entry from the staircase. And this is another great aspect of the property. This is a proper linen room or linen storage room or multi-purpose storage room. And this is just one of the 2 storage rooms in the property. So if you're going to have 6 bedrooms, you will have a lot of room to store other personal items or items to be used by the family. For example, cleaning materials, bed sheets. And here you have your family hallway giving you access to your 3rd, 4th, and 5th bedrooms. Let's take a look here at the 3rd bedroom. Now, one thing I mentioned is, even if this is not a main bedroom, I love the room sizes. This is a properly sized room where you can have a queen-sized bed with a lot of space left over. And you also have your bathroom. So I'm gonna walk in so you can appreciate the size of the bathrooms of the other bedrooms. So it has a very clean, modern aesthetic with the gray tiles. And then on this side, I'd like to mention that even the areas between the rooms are maximized. So you have this recessed space here where you can potentially have a display area or even a lamp. And then even additional storage here between the rooms. And here we have your fourth bedroom. So this is a corner room facing the west side of the property. So you have the sunset here. That's why you don't have the large windows on this side. And what's great is, check this out. The designers of the home added a pattern or design to the perimeter wall here. So it almost feels like you're looking at an artwork wall from the bedroom. And you have an ensuite bathroom right here. Once again, almost identical size as the last bathroom. Once again, you have a Durabit sink and a Hansgrohe heat faucet as well. So in terms of the sizes of the rooms, they're great even if you have family members who are already in their teens or already adults. And then here on the other side, you have your fifth bedroom. It's facing the east side of the property on this side, and then it's also a corner room. And once again, you have that patterned wall. And I'd even like to note that the pattern here is different from the other room. So that's a nice touch that the designers even thought, let's have the two occupants have a different view. So that's a nice, thoughtful way to maximize having a perimeter wall view for the room. And here you have your ensuite bathroom. And then you have natural light coming here from this large window. Now, just these two levels of the property is already such a spacious home. But we're not done yet with this tour. Some of the best parts of this home are at the third level. And before we head on up, I just want to quickly point out you have access here towards your elevator. And I want to point out your sturdy barrier here overlooking your living area. And I just want to point out that I'm about 5'10", so this is a nice height. And the height is very important, especially if you have kids or toddlers in the family running around. So you want to make sure that the barrier is very solidly built. And even the thickness of the railing here is a very nice touch. And from this angle, you can see that the staircase windows are maximized to the ceiling. And it also has cove lighting to give you that elegant effect as you go up and down the stairs. And having the windows here is also a nice touch because you have privacy in terms of what surrounding neighbors can view, and you can still maximize privacy by having some curtains here. Okay, so the steps are easy to climb, and I like the spacing of the staircase, and that's very important, especially if you're bringing large pieces of furniture up and down between the levels. So here we are. You can already see one of the amenities from here. But before we take a look at that, let's explore the sixth bedroom. So on this side, you have the sixth bedroom. So, as I mentioned before, you have a split type air conditioning unit. And then once again, that characteristic spacing of the bedrooms for this property. and an ensuite bathroom as well. So we've explored 6 rooms, 2 staff rooms, and then 1 storage room in the second floor, and then this is one of the largest storage rooms we've been able to tour. So if you like to travel and you have plenty of luggage, or if you have some sport that requires a lot of storage, for example, you have a lot of golf bags or even bikes, this would be an excellent storage space. And then here you have access towards the elevator, and you have a bathroom here, which is a common bathroom which can be used by guests and people who are using the next amenity areas that we're going to be discussing. So let's head on over here first, because this is the entertainment room of the property, or gym room, because the last 2 rooms of the property are actually interchangeable. So you decide, what do you think? Should this be the entertainment room or the gym rooms? So in terms of the size, you can have plenty of equipment here. Of course, you can potentially put some padding on the floor for the weights and the equipment. And you have that great, almost floor-to-ceiling window design. And you can see some of the buildings in the main commercial areas of Quezon City from here. But if you want to use this as an entertainment room, this would make for a fantastic movie room as well. Imagine having so many couches all around here, and then a 90-inch television set here, or even a projector. So that is our entertainment room / gym room, and then this is the final room that we're gonna be exploring. This is the gym or entertainment room as well. So what do you think? This final room can also be the entertainment room, or it can also be the gym room. Now, this can be the gym room because it opens up towards your covered and open roof deck. But it can also be the gym room because you can open this up and do some outdoor exercises. So I love the flexibility of this home. And now, since we're already here, it's time to explore this great amenity of this property, your covered and open roof deck. You once again have the screens here. And here we are. I love this space. You even have some uplights here, so you can just hang out here in the evening as well. You have a completely covered area and then an open area. And I love that the property beside this house has a lot of trees, so you have that view of greenery and privacy as well. And then you have a great view of the surrounding community from here, and some mango trees nearby. So this would make for a great outdoor entertainment area or even an exercise area as well. So here's another view. And that caps off our tour. Thank you for joining us in this house tour. Once again, this is a perfect house for a growing family or a family that would like to have multiple amenities throughout their home. If you want to know more about this property or visit it in person, you can contact us through our details in the description below. You can also send us a message and follow us through Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you have a property you'd like to feature through our channel, you can send us an email at metroguiderealty@gmail.com. Once again, my name is Jake Bautista. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to bringing you clarity, quality, and convenience in finding a great Metro Manila home for you and your family.